very warm good morning to one and all present over here. So today we are here with a new video of MS Word. So here in this video we will learn the different features of MS Word like spell check feature, thesaurus, orientation, alignment and different views on which we are working in MS Word. So for further and detailed knowledge about that thing, we will move to our window screen. And so students, here we will move to our first topic. That our first topic is spell check feature. So first we will discuss that what is a spell check feature in MS Word. Spell check identifies and correct the misspelled words. Means sometimes we might observe that red, green and blue wavy underlines under the text in our document. This is done by the Microsoft Office program that helps us to spot the grammatical and the spelling error easy. So this feature is called the spell check feature. Here it identifies and corrects the misspelled words. It also allows you to search a document yourself for words you know you have misspelled. In Microsoft Word, spell check option like spelling and grammar may be found under the Review tab and Proofing window. So, to make your document appear professional, you will want to make sure it is a free from spelling and the grammatical error. So Word has several options for checking your spelling. You can run a spelling and grammar check, or you can also allow Word to check your spelling automatically as you type. Here for the grammatical error, it shows the green underline just under the text, and for the spelling error, it represents the red wavy underline basically, or a blue wavy underline under a word refers to a contextual spelling error. This error occurs when a correctly spelled word is used mistakenly for another word. For example, suppose if we write Mr. Deep or Mr. George in beginning of that letter, the blue wavy underline will appear under the word deep as it is contextual error. Or if we write something like deer, D-E-E-R, then it is also shows us a contextual error. Now, here are some steps to run a spelling and a grammar check feature. First, we have to go to the Review tab, then click on the spelling and grammar command. Then we have to move to the spelling and grammar dialog box will appear or will open for each error in your document. You will try to offer one or more suggestions. Then you can select a suggestion and click change to correct the error. If no suggestions are given to you, then you can manually type and correct that spelling. Or you can just right click on the incorrect spelling or spelled word. If there is a red wavy underline just under the text, then a list of suggested corrections will appear. Now here you have seen the feature, that spelling and grammar feature. So from here you can directly check your spelling and you can correct it. The next feature is Thesaurus. So the Thesaurus is a software tool that is used in Microsoft Word document to look up or find the synonyms. Synonyms means word with the same meaning, and antonyms means the word with the opposite meaning for the selected word. Basically, the thesaurus is a built-in dictionary that enables you to look up the synonyms, antonyms, words, substitutes, and the alternative spellings. This feature increases your writing abilities and vocabulary also, and also helps you to better understand the text. So here we have to follow few steps if we want to use the thesaurus feature in our MS Word program. So here you have seen that if you write a word here treasure, then just right click on that and then you will get the synonyms or the antonyms of that particular word. So if we want to perform that operation, then simply inside the review tab, we have to select the thesaurus command and in the proofing group. The research task pane appears in the extreme right side of your window and it displays the synonyms and antonyms of that particular thing. Then you have to move the cursor of your mouse and select the suitable word. Now, the next thing is your alignment. So as we all are aware that we have a feature in MS Word that we can align or we can set the position or the direction of our page or of the text that we have written in our page. So basically align or alignment is a term used to describe how text is placed on the screen. For example, left aligned text creates a straight line of text on the left direction on the left side of the page like this paragraph. Alignment determines the appearance and the orientation of edges of the paragraph. Basically, text alignment refers to the positioning of the text that we have already discussed between the margins of a page. We should set the alignment before we begin typing. So basically text alignment can be of two types, horizontal one and vertical one. So here basically we will learn about the horizontal alignment. Basically the alignment, the text with respect to the left and right margin. When we align our text in reference to the left and right margin, then it is called the horizontal text alignment. Here we have four types of alignment in this horizontal one: text left alignment, right alignment, center alignment, and justified. So the left alignment means this is the default alignment of a text in our document. The text is aligned along to the left margin while leaving a little space towards the right margin. The shortcut key of left alignment is Ctrl plus L. The next alignment is the right alignment. The shortcut key of right alignment is Ctrl plus R. So the text is aligned along with the right margin while leaving a little space towards the left margin. This alignment is mostly used to put the dates on the letterhead. Means basically we will use this type of alignment while we are pasting the date in our letterhead or in any letter. The next is center alignment. Here you have to just keep this thing in your mind that the key of center alignment is Ctrl plus E. The text is aligned centrally between the left and the right margin. It is mostly used for titles. If we want to put or if we want to assign a title to our page, then we will use the center alignment. Now the next is justify alignment. The shortcut key is Ctrl plus J. The text is aligned evenly between the left and the right margin. Means the evenly space is left between both the left and right margin. Now, here you have seen we can customize the margin according to our need. Like we can also set the lines and margins spacing like before, after line spacing. We can also set left margin, right margin. We can also set. The next thing is indent or indentation. Indent means the distance between the text boundaries and the page margin is called the indent. When referring to the text, indent or indentation is used to increase or decrease the space between the left and the right margin of a paragraph. When we are talking about to increase or decrease the space between the left or the right margin, then this margin is called the indenting or indent. So to indent text, move the cursor to the front of the line and press the tab on the keyboard. A typical indent is 5 spaces from the left side or right side of the page. The shortcut key of indenting is Ctrl plus M. Or we can also say the space between the text and the left or the right margin within a document is called the indentation. There are basically 4 types of indents available in MS Word. Number 4, the left indent. Number 2, the right indent. Number third, the first line indent, and number fourth one and the last one is the hanging indent. So first is the left indent. Left indent means indicates the space between the paragraph and the left margin, or a paragraph is self-contained unit of a disclosure in writing dealing with a particular point of idea. Suppose we have write this paragraph, so we can start it with the left indenting. The next thing is the right indenting. It indicates the space between the paragraph and the right margin. The next is the first line indent. The first line indent means it is used for first line of a paragraph. The next is the hanging indent. It is used to define the position of the text lines below the first line of a paragraph. So suppose if we want to apply the indenting in our document, then we have to simply follow some rules. We have to select the paragraph that is to be indent, and after that we have to click on the increase indent button and decrease indent button. Then we can simply set our text according to our need. Here you have seen the first line indent and this is the left indent. The next thing is the views of a document. The Microsoft Word 2010 or the Microsoft Word 2007, 3 or all the versions of Microsoft 7 allows us different layouts or different views that describes the view of our document. So here we have different views while we are working with the MS Word. But by default view that we have to keep in our mind is print layout in which we are working. So we will discuss about that layout. The first is the print layout. A print view or a print layout is often used to write and edit the standard documents. As I have already said, it is the by default layout that it is used to write such like letters, memos and reports at all. This is the default view you will find yourself in when opening your Word document. This view is best used when your document will contain the things like images, headers, and the footers, columns, etc. Or we can also say that the margin, header, and the footers corresponded to this printed layout. We can use this print layout. The next thing is the full screen reading view. To read or review a document, the full screen reading view is very useful option. So this view provides the maximum space for reading and also hides the ribbon. The full screen reading view is optimized for reading and a document on the computer screen. In full screen reading view, you can also have the option of seeing the document as it would appear on a printed page. The next and the third layout is web layout or the web view. It uses web layout view to view the document as it would look like as a web page. And we all are aware with the web page. Web page means the pages that we are searching or that we are accessing through the internet. In this view, you can see the background text is wrapped to fit the window and images appears as they would online. Means it use the web layout views to create, view and edit the pages as they will appear online when opened in a web browser. By choosing Save As in the backstage, we can save our page in several web-compatible formats in Web Layout View. The next is the Outline View. Outline View means using Outline View, you can view the document as an outline and show the outlining tools. This is useful if you are moving sections of your document or creating an outline, or it is used to create, view and edit the outlines. It shows only the headings represent in the document. In this view, one can view the structure of the document easily and enable smooth movement to different parts of the document. If a document has a large number of sections and pages, then this view can be effectively used. The next and the last and the fifth view is draft view. The draft view to view the document as a draft. to enable you to quickly edit the text. Certain elements of the document such as headers and footers will not be visible in this view, or this view is used when someone wants to work quickly in MS Word. Then they can or they can be used the draft view. In the print layout view, physical pages and breaks are drawn. In the drafts view, a document is displayed as a continuous text record. Page break and denoted by the dashed lines. Here, repagination occurs as soon as the composes the text. So this deals, or this is an ideal view to specify on the slower computers. So here you have seen the different views like print view, full screen view, web layout view, outline view and draft view. The next thing is the print preview. So basically a printed output of a document or an image is called the hard copy basically. So the print preview is a feature that displays on the screen what a hard copy would look like when printed. Basically, it's a demo before sending the document to the print. Using the print preview, you can find any error that may exist or fix the layout before printing, which can save the ink or the toner and paper by not having to print more than once. The Control plus F2 to open the print preview for the document you are currently viewing. Means from time to time we need the hard copies of our work. So just like any other word processor, MS Word also provides us to see the print preview. So the shortcut key is Control plus F2. Now here you have seen under the office button or the home tab, when we go to the print option, then we will have a print preview option. Once we click on the print preview, here we see the print preview of our printed document. The next thing is the page orientation. The page orientation refers to the direction in which a document is displayed. Basically, it describes the direction of our document. Orientation is a term used to describe the position or the overall layout of an item related to the other items. For example, we have two views, or we have two type of orientations like the portrait one and the landscape one. There are the common orientations found in some software applications, especially in the word processor. Here you have seen this is the portrait view of a document and this one is the landscape view, the horizontal one and the vertical one.
So students, that's all about today's information. If you have any doubt, any query related to the video or the presentation, then you can ask me, you can drop a message in the drop box or you can call me. And one more thing, that you have to complete your work on time and forward it to me. Thank you. Have a nice day.